Hello and welcome to Super Over. We're looking back at the first of 3 ODIs, which we broadcast on talkSPORT Radio and via the talkSPORT Cricket YouTube channel. 6 main talking points from a big win for India. Let's start with England's batting, Goughy, because the boom and bust approach didn't work again.
Well, it did to start with.
It did for about 8 overs.
Yeah, Salt and Duckett were outstanding at the top. Then confusion, a run out, and then it went downhill from there, didn't it, really? The man we brought back, one of the best players England have ever produced, if not the best, was the man that, in that situation, if he can just bat through the rest of the innings and let all the other players, all the other talented hitters we've got around him play their normal, natural game, we would have been in a slightly different situation. But unfortunately, Joe Root fell to Jadeja. Harry Brook failed, didn't he? Got done with an absolute belter. Quick delivery, right, just head high, and flipped it round the leg side. And we just couldn't get going. We tried to rescue, didn't we, with Bethell and Butler, who both played good knocks, actually, in the situation. But we were way short of what we should have got.
From Abhishek Sharma to Tilak Varma, Hardik Pandya, Shivam Dubey. Today it was Shubman Gill. When India needs someone, a batter, to stand up, they always have one. And today it was Shubman Gill.
Well, you look at their conversion rate, so many of them, so many hundreds in that side for India. And today we're outstanding. We've seen Rohit Sharma been struggling for form in all formats. But he had an unbelievable World Cup, didn't he, last time out, and it's the reason he's still in this side. But he failed today, looked out of sorts. But the way Shreyas Iyer played today, and Shubman Gill, some of the shots, that's a lesson for England. If you're watching and you're an England batter and you want to learn, because you're learning every day on the job, right? You do some good things, you do some bad things, but you should be learning something every day. Just go back and watch some of the shots those two played today for India. They were out of this world. Controlled batting, balanced at the crease, playing the situation, and not trying to hit sixes. Shubman Gill were happy with fours. When the ball was short, he didn't try to hit it as hard as he can and hit a maximum for effect. He just guided it in the gap for four. Proper cricket shots.
One batter for England who did stand up today. He became England's youngest ever half-centurion in an ODI in India, Jacob Bethell.
Again, let's look at some of his batting. Proper cricket shots, right? Whether it cover drives, whether it be flick off his hip, whether it be sweep shots. They were all proper cricket shots and a terrific talent. Again, it was high risk bringing him in at such a young age, but they saw a talent. We've all seen it. I saw it when I was at Yorkshire. We played against Warwickshire. You could see how talented he was. When he was back playing for England under 19s, you thought, wow, he's going to be playing for England in no time. And he's out there and he's performing at the highest level. This is a big, big tour for him to go to India and do it at basically at the place where it all kicks off, where the money game is. And he's got an opportunity now over the next few weeks to cement his name in that England side and his next 10 years playing in the IPL.
One man who's played 10 years in the IPL is Rohit Sharma, but his woes continue today.
Yeah, Rohit, I said at the top of the show today before the first one day, you want to give your head a wobble if you're questioning his place in the team at this moment in time, purely because of his record playing for India. Had a successful World Cup last time out for India. And he's going to get this series and he's going to get the Champions Trophy. And then I think Rohit Sharma will probably make a decision anyway because he's getting on. It's another 2 years for another World Cup, 2.5 years. And I think there's a few of them might go at that point, especially in the Indian side. And they'll rebuild for the next one because they've got 20 probably cricketers all waiting to get an opportunity. With the bat, that is. With the bat, they're waiting. At least 20 batters are waiting for an opportunity in that Indian team.
The fifth T20, the last time these two teams played, India beat England by 150 runs in a T20. Today they beat England by 4 wickets. That sounds really close, but actually it wasn't close, was it? From the moment Phil Salt was run out, there was only going to be one winner.
Well, batting first, they did get the best of the conditions because if you look during when India were batting, the ball was turning a lot more, sharper. Adil Rashid were turning the ball sharply, it was getting bounce as well. So there was a little bit more assistance for the bowlers, bowling second. But to get 248, you heard Josh Butler saying 300 would have been a good score, and I think he's right. I think 300 was about par today, way short, and it was absolutely cakewalk. It really was for India. I think they tried to get there in style, didn't they? Really, they saw they'd won it comfortably, and I think Gill, once he saw the three figures, and we're trying to work out if he'd have just carried on playing the way he was, he'd have got to 100. But he suddenly tried to turn into play like England play, and ended up falling short. And they had a bit of a mini collapse, didn't they? Rashid picked up another two, but he was absolutely walking the park for India.
The T20s saw England's second best, and they face a real fight on Sunday, live on talkSPORT 2, and here on the talkSPORT Cricket YouTube channel, to keep this contest going.
Look, India the favourites in this series, there's no doubt, but you can't be disheartened if you're England. You're coming up against a high-quality side. Stay in the game, give yourself a chance, make proper decisions, and you have a chance of beating this Indian team. You will. But if you don't, it's about getting your game plans right, because straight after this, we've got the Champions Trophy. We could do with that going there with confidence, because Josh Butler, as a captain, has not got much confidence because of what's happened previous. He's come back into the side, and they've just lost the first game. Lost quite a few of the T20 games as well. And now he's got to get his team together and find out the best combination that can go to the Champions Trophy and win. Because that's what it's all about. The last thing we need is to go there and be coming home within a few games.
Brilliant stuff. Gough will be back on Sunday, so will I, as long as my voice survives. As well as Harmy and Manners, Chaitan, and also Jared Kimber. So join us on talkSPORT 2 or the talkSPORT Cricket YouTube channel for the second ODI from Cuttack at 7 a.m. Our coverage starts on talkSPORT 2.